Okay, so this is what's called the W3 building, an apartment complex. It's got very special memories for me because right at the top there, that top apartment, is where I spent the year 2000, the millennium, and yeah, it was Melinda Messenger's apartment. But my partner at the time was the buildings manager, so we managed to get access to the apartment to go to the roof, and we shared a glass of champagne and celebrated up there. This is the Palace Theatre. I used to perform in here when I was a child, did lots of shows and stuff in there. We'd still have a lot of shows which are very popular, especially at the weekend. So yeah, another popular place that you could go to if you're planning on coming. Okay, so I've just had some random guy come up to me asking, oh, are you vlogging? And I was like, yeah. And then he was like, oh, well, let me check out your channel. So yeah, I told him to subscribe. He looked me up on his phone. So that's I think he's like my first random on the street subscriber. So yeah, like I said the other day, if you're planning on doing this, you will attract attention, as well as, you know, people that want to follow you. So yeah, that was pretty, like, a first for me. So yeah, we're coming up to the Ritz now. This is like one of the music places where they do lots of bands and indie fests. And this is where a lot of them come. So I'll show you the Ritz as we walk past. Oh, this is the Ritz. Lots of security, as you can see, lots of people. When I was 16, that's where we had our prom after we finished school. Well, was it like, I'm not even thinking it was school affiliated, to be honest, but we all decided to just go to the Ritz and have a blast. So yeah, just be careful. One thing that you need to learn when you're doing this is just to be careful not to get run over in the process of trying to vlog, because you're paying too much attention about what's going around you instead of what's in front of you. So yeah, just a little warning there, and just to be careful, watch yourself. It's amazing what you find. I love this shop, I absolutely adore it. If you ever want to get like a nice screen capture, watch this, I'll do one for you, a nice selfie. Look who's on the telly. It's me. Yeah, so this is great in the day. I sometimes come here in the day and take some great selfies, because they normally put like neon lights and stuff. But yeah, look, I'm famous, guys. I'm famous. I'm on the telly. That's me over there. You can see me. That's me. So when you start going through Graffitiville, that's when you know that you're coming into the inner city. Yeah, but all the art, I suppose, it is art. Okay, I probably shouldn't even have my mobile phone as I'm walking through this part of Manchester. Oh my god, look, they've got a barrier, and then the barrier is just closed off, so I'm forced to go on the friggin' street. I've already got run over about 5 times tonight. Huh. So one thing I think I should mention, which would be ignorant for me to not talk about, is the amount of homeless people that you see here in Manchester. It's becoming an epidemic. Sorry, they're just moving cars. I'm trying to make sure that you can hear me properly without my voice getting drowned by traffic. Traffic trauma, that's what we should call it, traffic trauma. But yeah, the homeless people, it's an absolute travesty, it's disgusting. Some of them have got their pets with them, like the pet dogs, and they've got no place to go. Like, this is like all of the student halls of residence. This is like where all of the students live. So yeah, shame, but I just thought I'd put the word out there, because if you are planning on coming, pretty sure it's the same in a lot of cities, but if you are planning to come to Manchester, don't be surprised to see the amount of homeless people just destitute on the road. This is the floor. See this pavement? This pavement is the pavement that I dropped my mobile on a few weeks ago. And the pavement is hard, you know, because my screen cracked. So this is the town hall. They're putting up some stuff, don't know what they're doing. Just a random vacuum cleaner on the floor. So yeah, that pavement, man, it's lethal, especially for mobile phones. Should have do not walk on the streets if you've got a mobile. Because I thought I'd put it in my pocket, completely missed my pocket, and it fell on the pavement. It didn't even like bounce, it sort of like just dropped like face down, and it just cracked the screen. So I went into like a quiet corner in one of the office blocks and had a little cry to myself. So I am taking a risk actually walking on that pavement with my new replacement phone, knowing what happened there. So yeah, if you're planning on coming, that's another one. Just be cautious of the pavement, especially if you're vlogging. That place over there is called Turtle Bay. It's a Caribbean West Indian restaurant. I went in there a few weeks ago with my sister and my dad. And we were the only black people in there. Funny, considering that it is a West Indian restaurant. And I've also just come from Oxford Road train station. I was like, oh, so is there a train to Bolton? They were like, no, you've got to go all the way to Victoria. So I'm now trekking all the way round the whole of Manchester city centre, just to try and get myself home. It's a Sunday night. I'm just going to try and walk briskly just in case I don't miss the last train home. Take some more pictures on the way. I think if I don't get distracted or run over in the process, then I might be able to get home in one piece. But this is like the central library area. We've got a big building here, some monuments. They've been doing a lot of renovations in Manchester at the moment. But that's the central library. I used to study in there for my examinations. That's just undergone some major renovations just recently. It's at the back of the town hall. So I am going to have to put the phone away now and probably do a quick jog to this train station because it is quite far, and I do want to get home tonight. Okay, so luckily I managed to get on the train just in time. I nearly missed it. I was like 10 seconds away from missing it. Otherwise I'd been stranded in Manchester city centre. But here I am. So here I am in the taxi office, just waiting for my taxi to get home. When Dorothy said there's no place like home. There's no place like home. Just can't wait to get back in now. I'm shattered. So stay tuned, click like, subscribe if you've not already done so. Thank you for enjoying the tour of my town.